Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of SG Good Life. Today I'm going to teach you how to make very simple Char Siew. Okay, of course you can do the very complicated method by using various cuts of meat, using various marination and a whole host of ingredients. But the whole point is that I want to make it really simple, because sometimes when we start off, we see all the ingredients, we already give up. Okay, so without further ado, I bought this shoulder collar. Right, you can see it down here. So this is what we call a shoulder collar cut, and it's very commonly used in doing Char Siew. As you can see over here, there's this thick marbling over here, which helps to make the meat less dry. Okay, another cut of meat that you can use is what we call the sanchen roll, or in Korea we call it samgyeopsal, because it has 3 layers of fat. That will give you a much more fattier mouth feel. Okay, so this is the first thing that you will need. You will need a shoulder cut. The second thing you'll need is Char Siew sauce. Okay, so of course, like I mentioned just now, you can always put your own 5-spice seasoning, soy sauce, and a whole host of other things. But I prefer to make it easy. I use this. Okay, there are different brands. You can try the different brands to see which suits your flavor. Or if it doesn't, then you probably have to go through the long way. And the third thing that you would need is a Ziploc bag. So I'm just going to put this in, put the Char Siew in, and then we are already done with step 1, which is the marination. Okay. I have here with me a marinated Char Siew that I've marinated for 24 hours, and you can see that I've taken it out and placed on an aluminium foil. So I've preheated my oven to roughly 210 degrees, and I placed it on roughly 40 minutes. You can preheat the oven to roughly 8 to 10 minutes and leave the last 30 minutes for grilling. I usually spend 15 minutes on one side, and then I will baste it again, put the rest of the gravy, and then another 15 minutes. I do have a big oven, a proper oven with me, but because this is such a small piece, I'm not doing many pieces, so in order to save energy, I use a smaller one. And it also goes to show you that you don't need so sophisticated griller oven to do Char Siew. Alright, so I'm going to wait for a few more minutes, and I'm just going to put this in, and then after that we can see how it goes. Okay. The Char Siew is ready to go in there, so I'm just going to place it in the middle rack, let it go, close the door and oven door, and not touch it. We are roughly at the 15-minute mark, so I'm just going to pull out slightly, right? And I'm going to use my tongs to kind of rotate it a bit, and then I'm going to put the sauce. Okay, as today I'm doing it alone, so you will only see the after effects. I've just poured the rest of the gravy. As you can see, some have spilled slightly to the right. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. So you can see that on the bottom part it already has some charring, which is nice. Alright, and then I'm just going to make sure that everything is well basted, and then I'm just going to put it back in again for another 15 minutes, as you can see over here. Alright, let's carry on grilling. My Char Siew is ready. To add the finishing touch to my Char Siew, I have here with me my butane burner. You got to be careful of this, alright? So this is really hot, and you really need to be careful so that you won't burn down your house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just very lightly and gently touch it. We'll give it just a bit of extra charring. Okay, you don't need to if you find that it's already charred well enough. So right now I have this charring done. I get my tongs, flip it over. Okay, so this part is well charred, but I still want to get it, do a bit more. Okay, so just give it a quick one, flip it on the end again, and then do a quick one again. Alright, perfect. I have my piece of Char Siew with me right now, and I'm just going to slice it. Okay, so how I'm going to slice it is I'm going to slice it against the grain, and then very gently Okay, using a very sharp knife, I'm going to slice my char siu thinly. Alright, look at that. If you want a bit more red char siu, then you will need to add a drop or two of red coloring to your char siu. So there you have it. Succulent pieces of char siu ready for eating or for wanton mee.